Good day, folks. Welcome to Week 5 Financial Statement Analysis Summer 2021. What should you be working on this week? Well, there will be a quiz on Monday, June 21st. It'll cover Modules 3 and 5. Application Project 3 is due July 2nd, and then the current events presentations. The quiz will be available between 12:01 a.m. and 11:59 p.m. on June 21st. That's Monday. If it's available sooner, I will let you start. Once you start, you must finish. Allow yourself 2 to 3 hours for the quiz. It's going to cover modules 3 and 5, IFRS, and accounting considerations. And this is important for those of you that are taking the CPA route, is that these are questions and things that are covered on FAR. There's going to be a mix of multiple choice and short answer, more multiple choice than last time. Show all your work, attach Excel, watch labeling and formatting so I can understand it. Just don't put numbers on an Excel. And also consider the depth of response relative to points. Avoid generalities, definitions, and platitudes. I know the definitions. You don't need to tell me what does it say, what does it mean, and why does it matter? Focus on why does that matter? Why is that important? Project 3 is due no later than July 2nd at 11:59. Once you complete that project and you've done your presentation and participated in everything, your grade will be final and you'll know where you stand out. So you could conceptually finish this class in the next couple of days. You got to incorporate project 1 and 2 into 3. It's going to be one concise report. Connect the pieces. Don't forget organization and flow of information. As with the quiz, I understand the definitions. Watch the video carefully before starting, and you need to watch the video before starting. Modules 6 and 7 need to be completed before starting the project. It's worth 16 points or 16% of your grade. Allow, again, 10 to 15 hours to do it. Do a voiceover or video. If you are struggling and it's taking longer than that, you need to go back and rewatch the videos to think. We're going beyond just an accounting exercise. We are using, in a rules base, we're going into a logic. You're going to be making assumptions. They need to be realistic, okay? But they need to have something behind it. Again, focusing on this rate and volume becomes so very important. And this will pull it together. It'll be a research report that you could present to anybody considering investing in the company that you have analyzed. Next thing is the corporate current events presentations. Everybody should have an article by now, and you should have your discussion presentation ready to go. It's worth 10% of your grade, 10 points. You also need to participate in 4 other presentations other than your own. 8 points, 8% of your grade. I keep coming back to this, but I think it really, as I've contemplated, say mean matter. And I think you're going to see this when you get to quiz number 2, okay? That some of the questions are really going to be focused on what are the implications for the future. Why is it important? What's the significance? So in some of the questions on the quiz, that's what I'm looking for. First, you got to tell me what it says, but then we're getting into this. So it's connecting the pieces, thinking. The presentations for this week, you can tell there's quite a few that we have here. And if you haven't scheduled yours, you probably should. And so we want to try to wrap that up this week. Just as the financial markets had a rough week, equity markets lost quite a bit. But what happened is the Fed is saying things are actually getting better. And they think that instead of waiting till 24 to increase interest rates, they're going to do it in 23. So the market didn't like that. But here's their forecast. And remember, you're making decisions on assumptions. use the tools you have. Okay? The Fed in March had about a 6.5% growth. They've now increased that for 21 up to 7%. The other thing that goes, look at the increase in inflation they're pushing. Now, this is caused by the pent-up spending and the stimulus put into the economy. And as we can see, when we move into 22 and 23, it drops back a lot. And again, we see the pullback in unemployment, but pretty much those are the same. But look at the difference here is when we're looking at inflation. Inflation was looking at about 2 1/3, and we're now up to 3 1/3. So inflation is running higher, which is sort of the driver behind this. This has some implications as we're going forward on financial results of the company, but we see it slowing. So if you're doing forecast, remember, you're going to have to say, we went down because of 20. You're going to have to come back to the new normal to recover what was lost. Okay, rebound to where you were, and then growth from there. But we're not going to see this huge growth. This here, as you're looking at 20, are the ones that are the rebound. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know.